Hello, folks, and welcome back to Pathfinder: Wrath of the Righteous. All right, we have you, Gremlin Director. Let's go and talk to you for a minute. Oh, nope, never mind. You should be playing me here, though, Lambkin, right? Okay, never mind. You don't want to talk to me anymore. So, I think that's it we can do here. Unless there's someplace to pick up... potions. I don't see anybody here. Looks like there's a seller of potions. Got a lot of recruits. We got Darren. Yeah, a ton of recruits. Chapel tent. But that's largely it. Hawkblade, who wants me to go somewhere with him. We don't actually know where that is yet. Actually, where's Nino? Let's see, there's Ember there. I thought Nino was around here. I don't see her now. Bunch of recruits. I just want to see if Nino is in fact the right person we want to take with us, but I don't see it here. Maybe I need to look at our journal. So we've got Cold Waters. Let's see. Wait for the liberation of Canabras. Okay, that's done now. Young cleric of Aristotle is merely passing Canabras, but unavoidably detained. Oh, so we need to go... Okay, he invited the commander to visit him in his new home, so we need to go to Aristotle somewhere. Or the fishing village. We just don't know where that is yet. Okay, the army sits out from Canabras to Dresden. And we just need to make our way there. Yeah, visit the Nameless Ruins with Nino. I think this is what we need to be doing. Secure an invitation to Heaven Age from Darren. Oh, we don't have an invitation. We need to actually talk to Darren about that. Okay, let's go to Darren. He's up here, I think. Oh, hey, there's loot. May Canabras be damned. Ooh, an anonymous pamphlet. Basically saying... What, exactly? Okay, we got it. Basically denouncing the attack, okay. Okay, Darren, there you are. Okay, I'd love to visit Heaven's Age and see the Rende Estate someday. Oh, I was just about to mention myself. I've been thinking, now that I'm in the middle of this whole crusade nonsense, I simply must devise new ways to have fun. With all the recent commotion, my birthday is completely on my mind. What if we were to celebrate it at Heaven's Edge? It's not far from here. You'll get to enjoy a banquet in a bona fide haunted house. Darren seems to have trouble getting the words out, which clearly indicates how rarely he has to ask for anything. Since you're my superior and I'm your advisor, I'm obliged to ask your permission to leave for any festivities. And I want to invite you too. I'm sure the commander can free up an afternoon while the soldiers are on leave. Alright, sure. We're going to throw a banquet at the very place where the whole family died? Darren purses his lips for a moment before applying a board drawl. Yes. What of it? Am I supposed to weep and quake with fear for the rest of my life? I've stayed away from the damn place for 10 years, and now I'm going to return there to drink, dance, and be merry without a care in the world. You can keep your squeamish disapproval to yourself. Alright, deal. Perfect. You have a ball. I'll make sure of it. Okay. Heaven has been revealed. Great. So now we'll be able to find it on the map. Okay, so then we take Darren. We take Lockhart, dude. The field medic's in here. I wonder if the field medic has any potions for us. There's Kyoto. I don't know any of these people. I mean, we know Soul, but that's about it. Let's talk to Forn here first. Yep, before you catch him, rests his bandaged arm and the weapon at his side. He bows his head with dignity. Congratulate you on your new rank, Commander. My hunt demanded that I travel with your army. Naturally, I wouldn't burden your forces with the need to care for an outsider. I provided myself with all the necessities. Well, I think Alyssa might be a drow. You see a shadow pass over Forn's eyes for a single instant, then his face is just as impassive as before. A drow? Unlikely. It's more plausible that our dark service has left a brand similar to the one that twisted the entire cursed drow race. A coincidence, I would think. Okay, but I met her? Melancholy expression remains calm, but his entire body tenses and his fingers wrap around the handle of his weapon. Under what circumstances? Hope he sees the opportunity to kill her. Well, she claims she doesn't serve the demons. Of course she does. In an attempt to buy her life, she would stoop to the boldest, most egregious of lies. Whose word do you trust? Hers or mine? Well, are you certain of your allegations? He lowers his head and says in a hollow voice, I am. Her misdeeds are terrible and proven with absolute certainty. Well, and then I'm sorry to say that I let her go. After giving you a sudden look, Thorn stares off into the distance. Your decision is regrettable. I'm afraid that in doing so, you've condemned her many future victims to death. I suppose it just means that bringing this hunt to a close falls upon my shoulder. Okay, but are there other elves that look just like her? Are you sure she's not a drow? A few years ago, a sect of demon worshippers was uncovered in Kyonin. They were followers of Discari who had been brought together by his priestess, Animora. Naturally, as soon as the truth was revealed, a hunt for those evil zealots was called. They were all marked the same brand of darkness as their leader, the wicked Kilessa. The sect was soon destroyed, but some of the cultists managed to escape. I pursued them in order to eradicate their evil, root and branch. Sighing heavily, his lip curls in an expression of bitterness. It's a great shame the children of a noble nation besmirch themselves with this taint. And I'd be grateful if the confession was kept between us. Alright, well then... I don't know, it seemed like a trap just to kill her, but... Well, I guess we'll find out. Okay, show me the scrolls you're selling. What do you got? Do you have anything other than scrolls, I guess would be the question. You do. You have 99 potions of every single type. I'm taking it. Holy crap, we can't take all 99. Much as I would love to, we just can't do it. Though, only 74,000. And we can't do it because we don't have the cash, but still, that's not terrible. I mean, I could spend all 25,000 right here, right now. We just need to actually decrease this down to something affordable. It's not the worst idea in the world. They're cure serious wounds, so they should, yeah, 3d8 points of damage to heal there. Now, theoretically, I should be using healing spells instead, because those are replenishable, but this is still not a terrible thought. Let's do 20,000. The coin of protection sounds good. What does that do? Oh, any allied DR5 for 1 minute, twice per day. Okay, that sounds okay, but it's not great. Yeah, let's reduce this to, there we go. 26 should hold us off for a good long time, I would expect. Deal. It's a lot of cash, but I think it was worth it. Okay. Try to sharpen his quills. I can use some quills, and where's my equal? Should be good. Oh, okay, didn't find his inkwell. Speaking of which, do you happen to have a scroll... a scribe kit of any kind? You have diamond dust, conman's ring. +5 combat bonus on perception and trickery skill checks. Okay, I mean, that's cool and all. Resistance +3, which is great. We'll be sure to pick that up later. Pest control? Oh, against swarm attacks, okay. The Ringer has the ability to cast spells spontaneous, like, say, Woljek. Grants the ability to cast the following spells. Fireball, Controlled Fireball, Fire Snake, Hellfire Ray, Firestorm, Fire Body. That's kind of cool. Bookworm Headbound, that's kind of neat. Nino does not care about those penalties at all, so that wouldn't be bad for her. And we use a scroll or potion, gives a +1 to its caster level. That's kind of neat. Glowing croissant? Yeah, sure, why not? I'll pick that up. It's only 160, that's not bad. So, okay, so here's the Alchemist kit. And a Scroll Scriber's kit. Okay, Scroll Scriber's kit's only 100. 2,600 for the level 2 one. Or 3,200 for the level 3 one. Actually, don't we need a high-level Alchemist kit, too? Okay, let's get... I think right now we just have the one. That can't be right, because we can make Cure Moderate Wound Potions. Okay, let's grab this here. There. And at least we finally have a Scroll Scriber kit, and that'll help us out. Help us do what? I don't know, but we'll see. Alright, so let's grab Nino and see where we can go to that nice little bit of ruins that we've seen. I don't know if it's the right ruins, but if it's the wrong ones, we'll know pretty quick. Okay, so who are we taking with us? We definitely want Nino. So let's drop Ember, maybe? Don't need to bring you. Darren will come and join us later. Oh, yeah, that's right. If we drop Darren, we won't be able to go to his house. Okay, we're going to drop Ember and bring in Nino instead. Hopefully that works out well for us. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't, we go back to camp. But Darren is just too useful with his other abilities that I really don't want to waste it here. Okay, there's the cemetery. There's Canabras. Where is his house? Went down some meadow. There's Chili Creek up there, which has an exclamation point, which is not encouraging. Well, we go attack these guys. Actually, let's go switch over to army mode. Let's move you guys back down this way. Can't seem to get to that demon army in this this fort somehow. Oh, there we go. There we go. We can attack the fort. Hit the fort. Why not? I think we can do it. If we can't, this is going to be the shortest attack ever. Oh, no. That's okay. It's alright. We can do it. Okay, so the first thing to do is probably going to be take out some of these cultists here. I don't think we can do any direct damage to him, but I might be wrong. But anyway, let's go ahead and Scorching Ray, say, these guys. Okay, that was pretty solid. Archers, you want to go ahead and help out here? Solid. Alright, shield wall. Time for you guys to come up this way. You guys to come up over here. We want to kind of get him in a pincer formation if we can. Actually, another one of these might not be a bad idea. Go and throw the tier. Okay, great. So they're just gone. Archers open fire on these cultists. Solid. Shield wall up. And you guys come over here. Alright. I want to pull these guys back towards the shield wall as much as possible. So you stay right there. Shield wall up. And your job is just to poke. Okay, you guys go ahead and go back over here. And attack these guys. Solid. Great. Open fire. Solid. And then you come over here and say hello. Oh. What was that? I don't know what that was. Damaged living. Okay, no, that makes total sense. So, wait, telling me you guys don't live? Well, you're not about to, anyway. No, not enough damage. These guys should finish them off, though. 127 of us. 3 of you. Yeah, that's over. Okay, enemy losses. We got most of our guys back. Actually, all of them back. So we're good. So does that mean the fort's ours? A Crusader unit advancing north encountered a cultist band and eliminated it. The servants of the Abyss had been transporting prisoners of war to Dresden. The remains of the garrison from Billerith Ford, which had been captured by the demons. Exhausted and wounded, the warriors adamantly refused to depart for the relative safety of Coronabris, and instead asked to join the Commander's forces. Great. Squad of Crusaders were caught in a sudden storm from the west. It landed only a few minutes, but the unnatural lightning made up of electricity, flames, acid, and ice left several soldiers dead. The ease with which the forces of nature brutally claimed the lives of their comrade has demoralized the Crusaders. Ah, damn it. Okay, so we lost a little bit of morale, but morale's still high, so we're still okay. The outpost of Billerith Ford, which straddles the West Sunland crossing and is of strategic importance, has been taken. Cultists are destroyed, and the commander's army is able to operate on both sides of the river. Great. Oh, there's a river here. That's what's messing us up. Okay, so now we have a new army over here. You guys should totally join us here, although the demon army might be in the way. Military camp has moved to a different location. He's progressed his story, completed one stage of the crusade after another. Your camp will occasionally relocate along the road ever closer to Dresden. Right, which we're supposed to go. Right. Okay, well, that's a start. Can't get to you guys yet. You guys... Oh, no, don't go anywhere. No, don't go anywhere. You right there. There you go. Okay, you've only got 21 movement left. The trick is... So are we all up here now? Oh, the camp's moved. Yes, and it left me behind. So that's a new camp location. Okay. Alright. Can we recruit here, or is that crazy talk? I mean, it's red, so I'm assuming we can. We have some clerics we can grab here. Maybe not the worst idea. They're a little expensive, though. Can we buy resources here? Oh, it's based off my money pool. I did just spend a shit ton of money. And this is... I mean, I'll probably need something of that, too, but I don't need that yet. Drop that down. Yeah, it's not a lot of resources. It's 5 per. So we could max it out and buy 553 resources here, but I don't think we need to do that yet. It's only if we want to create a new army. Apparently we can't put them in the Angels, at least not directly. Oh, well, she's filled up, that's why. Right, she already has 3 types. And they're doing actually pretty fine right now. Alright, so we can cross the river. Does that mean I can actually go like this way? Only sort of. Well, I can go meet up with them. That's if they can actually join us, which is another thing entirely. Can they join us? They're rangers, so no. Alright, pull the rangers back. Get them into camp. And maybe we can make a new army of these guys. Like, clerics and rangers might not be a horrible idea. Demon army here, but the exclamation point is not encouraging. What do you get a crossbow of judgment? Actually, compared to this, it's green, so I'm guessing that means we probably easily defeat them. Let's do it. Let's kick their ass. And, you know, other party parts that possibly people don't really have. Okay, what do we got? Archers go first. Or you guys can go first. Yeah, sure, why not? Pull you over here. You guys come up. You guys come up. Let's go and do a nice scorching ray on the whites, because the whites are super dangerous. Okay, 11 of them. That's pretty good. Archers. Nice. Alright, good. Archers again. Yeah, those whites have got to go. Okay. You go ahead and go one step over here. You go over this side. Stay back so that the whites hit this guy first. Yeah, that's fine. We expected that. Archers. Okay, shield wall up. And then go ahead and poke. You guys come up here, and then stab next turn. Ooh, that's a little dangerous there. Archers. Okay, we're slowly whittling down the whites. It is happening. We get a small bonk. You guys get the larger bonk from the flank. Okay. Yeah, alright, we're hurt, but it's not bad. It's gonna work out. We should be able to make this happen. Kind of wish I could auto-resolve the combat here. At this point, it's kind of a foregone conclusion. It just depends whether or not we want to use the Scorching Ray anytime soon. Okay, one guy left. We should be able to take this guy out from here. You guys here. There we go. Whites are down. And it's just the Zoms. Just the Zeds. Let's go ahead and burn some Zeds. Wow, solid burn. Okay, great. Oh, 0 damage from the shield wall, guys, but that's okay. The 134 footmen will take use of this nice distracting shield wall to do what they can. Yeah, the shield wall guys unfortunately can't really do any real damage. But that's okay. The footmen can. Or the archers, one of the two. Did they get feared or something? What happened there? Oh, low morale caused the shield bearers to panic. Okay, that's unfortunate, but we did it. I mean, that win, I guess they were just taking too many hits. Whatever, it's fine. That would be enough to level up the general. Seems like it should be. A corpse in a tattered scout's cape bearing the emblem of the Crusade was leading the undead squad. He battled on until he ran out of bolts and desperately tried to conceal his crossbow with his own body, even when the soldiers were hacking off his limbs. Crossbow of Judgment. Has a critical range reduced to 20 whenever it threatens a critical hit against an evil or chaotic creature, automatically confirmed. Wow. Evil or chaotic creature, that sounds very useful. Okay, there's the dot there. Go ahead and keep on going down here, angels. I got movement speed. Okay, that's fine. Swoop on back. No idea how to get to that primitive altar, but more than likely the angels are on their way there. Let's go ahead and follow the camp now. So the conundrum unsolved is the ancient ruins. I'm pretty sure that's what Nino wanted to explore. So let's go in. The trick is, I'm never that good with puzzles. As evidenced by anybody who's ever seen me play, say, Tomb Raider or, well, any adventure game or really anything. So let's find out how this goes. Into the cave, boys and girls. Come on. Okay, get over here. And into the cave. There we go. Alright, so here are the ruins. Nino's kind of just sliding around, which looks weird. I don't know why she isn't actually, you know, walking. Very odd. And, Nino, do you have anything to say about being in here? No, you just sidled in. That was it? Okay. So we have these slabs. Oh, there's been probably more slabs in here, right? So with a white symbol. Okay, rough as if unfinished on all these. Nail of white symbols, okay. And you guys are just regular loot, okay. Anything else in here? Doesn't appear to be. So there's an image of, I don't know, a spider, scarab, something over here. 8 legs, so probably a spider. Anything else to look in here? The loot, apparently. We can loot this. Okay, I could only do the one thing on it, so maybe because Nino's here, we know exactly what to do. Because it's a placement puzzle, right? But I don't know what I'm doing, so... Okay, we can select a slab here. 2 white symbols, but they all have 2 white symbols. Since I don't know what they are, then it's random, isn't it? You would think? And the bottom one, okay, and turn the slab around. Okay. Do the same thing here. We can place the slab down. And then place this slab down. Then place this slab down. Okay. So, everyone back away from this. I would guess, though I don't actually know. Yeah, go ahead and back away so I can look at this thing. That the symbols would have to match, right? Or maybe we're playing, like, dominoes? Maybe we're playing dominoes. Okay, so in that case, it's kind of like a Sudoku puzzle, right? Right, so if we look at this... That symbol has to match this one, then. If we're playing dominoes, that's true. So that doesn't seem to match. You'd have to flip this one around. If we flip this around, it'll totally match. But I guess that means we flip this one because it doesn't match. Except that one doesn't work. The one that's closest to that one is over here. Okay, so grab. So let's take Nino over here. grab this here, will you? Take the slab. And then take this one. We're gonna swap these. Oh, they do have different symbols, so you can tell. Okay, that's fine. And then flip this around. Of course, that means over here might be wrong. But we didn't actually get to choose this one, did we? We didn't choose the other ones on the outside. Alright. Well, that's unfortunate, though, because we'd love to turn this one around. Otherwise, it doesn't quite work, does it? No, not quite. It's so funny her walking animation's just broken. Well, there's also nothing over here, so it's like a very easy Sudoku puzzle, theoretically. Also puzzling is that these two not being connected makes it so that maybe they just need to be the same symbol on the other side for them. Put the other one down. Let's see if they can match up at all. Yeah, okay, so they could match up here. If I flip this one over, then they match up. And well, to make that symbol match over here, we'd have to move this one over. Does this belong here, though? That's the real question. Well, if these two need to match, but there's no way they match. Yeah, this one I have to move over to this side. That's if they need to match at all. I'm just assuming it's a matching puzzle, but I don't actually know. That symbol is this one over here. But then this won't match there. Not sure just flipping these guys around is really gonna work. It's totally dependent. Okay, so we can't move those at all. Once the slabs are in, that's it. So I would assume it is a matching puzzle. Except the matching puzzle doesn't work, because the symbols don't work, right? The one the cat's on right now is this one. But that's the only instance of that particular symbol, right? Oh no, wait, there's one over here. There's one over here. So if I pull this one and put it over here, oh, then that's the wrong symbol over here. I need this symbol to be there. But that's impossible because then it will match up here. Yeah, see, this throws everything off. Although, why only that symbol matter? Well, again, if it's dominoes, only the symbol on the edges matter. The symbol on the end doesn't. That's only if we're playing dominoes. If we're not playing dominoes, we're playing something else entirely, then I have no idea. Well, if it's Sudoku, then it'd be like 1, 2, make 3. And so in that case, the symbol here should be the symbol for 3, not the symbol for 2, right? Well, unless of course you're doing multiplication. I guess it depends on which version of the puzzle you're doing. Most of them are addition, I think. Multiplication's higher level, but not to mention would require more digits, so usually it's addition. I've only ever played like maybe 2 Sudoku puzzles ever, so maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. Which, by the way, I should be getting paid for. Alright, can you put your freaking cat away?
Who, me?
It might be you. Yeah, you're a cat. Dude, just drop it, huh? Are you gonna be doing anything right now? Okay, your cat's gone, thank you. Okay, what about over here? There's symbols over here. Well, Pharaoh, Mummy, Pharaoh, Mummy, Pharaoh. Different colors, but I'm not sure that's actually helpful. That symbol's not very useful. That symbol's not very useful. I'm sure the text here would be very descriptive if, we know what it said. There's no intelligence or lore checks or anything else we can do here, huh? According to the tab, only the middle puzzle is actually selectable. It's spider there, which maybe has something to do with something. It's symmetrical. That's all I can say for that. Again, very detailed instructions here. Oh, here we go. Maybe we need to make this happen. Yeah, maybe it needs to say this one way and this the other. Well, that would be true if, say... this is all the same, though. This is the same phrase. Right? Yeah, the symbols are identical. So this is the same phrase, but maybe we need to use this phrase. There's more information over here, but I don't think... that looks more complicated. It looks like maybe this phrase maybe we need to do. If we start with any of these symbols on either side, that might make it work. Not to mention, that one's crossed out, which is kind of weird. Okay, so we've got the bird symbol or the two interlocking sides. Two interlocking sides is kind of over here. Okay, that's the same symbol over there, but that's not the size I was thinking of. Is that actually how that works? Yeah, but then that means this is upside down. Well, it's too bad, because I can't move these. I can only move the ones in the middle now. These are stuck. Oh, probably put together... okay, I get it, because they were matching up the broken pieces. They were actually had the corners cut off before. Now they're in there. Once they're in there, they're not coming out. Okay, so it's only this over here. So maybe this is not the answer then. Just too bad, because that would make it easy. Well, if we look at it from this direction... isn't that what this... no, this symbol's wrong. The secondary symbol here has nothing like these over here. In fact, none of these match. Okay, so it's not that one. So the arrows would seem to indicate you're supposed to do something with those. I have no idea, though. Nino, don't suppose you're going to be helpful here? Can we talk to you? No. Okay. Worth a shot. There's coloration, but I have no idea what the colors are supposed to be. There's another symbol over here, but that's the same phrase. Those are different symbols, but nothing we can use. It seems weird to drop me in a room and not explain the puzzle. Just a bunch of slabs. No idea. Well, okay, so it doesn't match there. Maybe it has to be the yellow matches. Or it's an addition puzzle, and I just don't know the numbers. Alright, so we've got... that symbol there matches this one here. That symbol and that symbol are identical. So maybe we need to flip this around. So now they're both identical that way. So then they're facing all together. This symbol over here, yeah, okay. So these two need to be swapped, I think. Maybe, I'm just not sure what it does for us, but sure, why not? Go ahead and swap them. So take it. Move it over here. Wait, did that one right? I think I did. Okay, and then you go there. And that should work. So same to same, same to same, same to same, same to same. So at least these all match. The trouble is that one doesn't match this one. And those don't match this one. Well, if they're only supposed to match, then all we do is flip this around. And then we need to move this one over here. And then flip this one around. That should be it. So flip this one. And take this one. Place it over here. I think that worked. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And then you there. And same across the board. We got it right. I'm pretty sure the movement ability would go away. Like, we wouldn't be able to select anything. So the fact that we can still move around seems like that wasn't it. But that seemed the same for all their way around, right? I believe so. That's next to that one. That's next to that one. Hold up. Is that the symbol? That's the right symbol? That's not the right symbol. No, it's the interlocking sides. It's this one over here. This one. Okay, well that's problematic because I can't put it there. Because then this won't match up. Yeah, it's totally different symbols. That's the one that's here. It's over on this side over this here, so that's not right. The arrow seems like that would be indicative of something too, but I don't know what. There's an arrow on that side, but there's also an arrow over here. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Arrow's pointing that way. Yeah, but they're coming down from here. So that's not quite right. Okay, take these back. If we're gonna match this symbol here, then let's match it. Just grab the one from this side. Put it down here. And then flip this. Okay, so those match, but this won't. Let's see if we can match that one there. Okay, so our theory is that all these have to match all the way around, but they stop matching that one. How do I make this work? I mean, it's not like I can snap a slab in two. So that would be a really bad idea. Something with that symbol. It's not any of these other slabs. That's the only slab with this symbol on it. Okay, well. Maybe they don't have to match then. Ah, shit, if it's a math puzzle, we're doomed. Or if it's a phrase, basically, we're also doomed because I don't understand the words. Like, if this is a common phrase you would be saying in this language, then there you go. But I would have to know what the phrase is, and usually, if they were to do that, it would be like on the wall here. So it would start with either of these two symbols here, right? Either the distance size from that one, or the interlocking size from this one. I have to either begin or end with those, and that might be what this is doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe? Of course, it only goes down to 3, unless, of course, they read, like, right to left or left to right. I don't know which way. Really, they read up and down. But based on this, it's probably up and down and then left to right. Possibly. At the very least, we know they read up and down. So that makes it so this one, this phrase would be a 3, we're going to call these letters. Characters is probably more accurate. A 3-character phrase. Well, that's a 3-character phrase there, isn't it? Nah, it's 4 characters. Kind of mixed in with each other, but it's kind of hard to read them too, so it's probably not that. And then from here, this would be a 5-character phrase. This could be a 4-character phrase here, because this one over here, but that's not a symbol of theirs, right? The arrow. Don't see it. So probably not. Say they read up and down. That's to help me. Not to mention it could be from here, right? This could be the top of the phrase. Arrow's pointing here just as well. And it seems to be pointing over here. Alright, group, you want to come over here? Want to see if we're missing a perception check or anything? If y'all want to just come over this way, thanks. Now, we'll just got the best perception. If there was anything to see here, he would totally see it. Goward, I think, is next, but that's about it. It's so funny, Nino's walking animation is just broken. Okay, Nino. We can do stealth or artificial intelligence. Yeah, okay. I guess we could do that, but not really helpful right now. Huh. Okay, well, it's not like the light. Well, 4 of these, there aren't that many combinations, though granted there are 2 different directions they could be in. So we just keep on swapping them until they work. Kind of brute force it. Without any real instructions, it's hard to say. Although, combinations, how many would there be? Well, 4 of these, 2 directions, so 8 to the 2nd power. 64 different possible combinations. It's not terrible, but it's obviously not ideal. If they're not supposed to match, I don't know what you're supposed to be saying here. It must be a phrase, right? Because reading up and down... So that's weird though, right? Because the arrows are... Why even have the arrows there if they don't mean anything? It'd just be decorational, I suppose. Spider mean anything? Arrows pointing to the spider. Largely useless though. Pharaoh there. Negates Pharaoh, mummy, Pharaoh, mummy, Pharaoh. Pharaoh, mummy, Pharaoh, mummy, Pharaoh? It's a 5 phrase. You have to know which one indicates Pharaoh, which one indicates mummy. Well. Yeah, you're alive, you're dead, you're alive, you're dead, you're alive again. Quite the resurrection cycle. The different colors, I don't know if they mean anything either. I don't know. Pick all these up again. No magic in them. Definitely unique. Okay. Grab all of them. It's interesting it's always puts them in a certain order, right? That put that right in the middle. So, is the game trying to tell me something like that, or is that just a weird sorting puzzle? I mean, it's already a weird sorting puzzle, right? We just gotta organize this somehow. Okay, so we can't put down a stone here that has both these symbols. Right, we need the one with 2 dots over here and the single scythe one. And that just doesn't exist. Yeah, does not exist. There's the 2 dots there. Oh, the scythe? Hold on. Is that it? No, that's the symbol over there. That's the same problem we had before. Is it looks like it is initially, but if you look at this more, there's a single scythe over there. This is the interlocking size.
Mysteries can wait till tomorrow.
So we've gone and... So it's not that one. We just select random slabs. Get rid of this one. See, it puts it in the middle. Isn't that weird? Do this one over here. Okay, so that's the 2 interlocking size and the single scythe, which is really what this one is. Well, 2 interlocking size there. What if this means that it has to line up this way? Like they're expecting these 2 in this order, so these 2 in this order. So this down here would mean that has to be the symbol from down here. For the shot, I suppose. So that'd mean this one. And then rotate it. And then it matches expectations, right? And then the ones here probably just have to match. Except this doesn't appear anywhere else, does it? I think that's alone, but I don't think... Oh, well, there's that symbol that's right, but then this symbol's wrong. We can try it, because why the hell not? But... Oh, well, we've got that symbol there, right? So, okay, pull this one. Place it with this one. At least then we can match them up. And then rotate this. So that matches there. And this one here should let you match up there. There you go. It was not easy, Ancient Ghost. It was definitely not easy. Simple puzzle and simple solution, but it was just the beginning. Its purpose was to awaken curiosity. A transition figure appears out of thin air, clad in loose-fitting robes. Its face is hidden behind a simple, unadorned mask. Ooh, puzzles! I love them! Yeah, Nino, you might have loved that. I did not. Mortals are not meant to unveil the secrets of the universe and grasp the meaning of creation, but is this really so? Of course not. The secrets of the universe will only be revealed to the most worthy of mortals. Prove yourself, and be the first for whom all the secrets of the world are revealed. Yes, yes, what do we need to do? The Heart of Mystery is located west of here. Solve the puzzle and you will comprehend the forbidden knowledge. A map of the area that looks vaguely like the world wound appears in the figure's hands. A single dot shines brightly on the map. You can count on me, Translucent Mask Figure. I'll solve any puzzles you have, so you better prepare some good ones. Alright, but who are you? You remain silent. What are you? Okay. He's a recording is what he is. He's very likely a holographic recording. Your map is obviously outdated. Yeah, he's just continuing to talk. I think you've broken it. And then he vanishes. Okay, so he repeated himself once, and then he disappeared. Well, we discovered the message, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. Yep, go to the place at the heart of the mystery. Is it a trap, someone's stupid joke, or is it truly something about it hidden there? That's a very good question, but at least we got Nino excited, so that's cool. That was complicated, but we did it. It kind of sort of makes sense. It's just I felt like I brute forced it. It's kind of what it felt like. I mean, I guess we didn't try all 64 combinations, but it felt like it. And then they matched. Okay, well, I mean, it worked. I was right about the matching at least. It's just I was wrong about what needed to match. So this was a template, and this was a template. We just had to know that the blank spot in there can be ignored. Okay, then. All right, boys and girls, let's get the hell out of here. Back through the cave, please. And we've already looted all the stuff in here, right? I believe so. Yeah, the tab indicates that nothing else is here. Pull back a little bit just to be sure. Yep, nothing else here. Okay, just the exit. You know, as soon as you gather your party, you can venture forth. And there you go. I guess we could wander about a little bit, but I believe that's the only thing here.
Do what I must.
Nino's walking animation just so terribly broken. I was kind of expecting us to get ambushed on our way out, but apparently not a thing. Apparently not a thing. Okay, then. Get the hell out, then. Imprisonment begins in one's own mind. Yeah, don't believe in evil God when he tells you shit like that. Well, thank you for watching. This has been Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous on PC Universe, your PC Universe 2, and I'll see you guys next time.